We've had a whole series of court cases again today. Do we know how many people are going to be on that flight later?
Well, we know at least one will be. And fundamentally...
we should say this is not a commercial flight. It's not the government have bought seats. This is an entire plane.
This is a chartered plane, so costing pretty much quite a lot of money for the taxpayer, we can assume. But the government confirmed earlier today in a briefing with journalists that even if just one person was on this particular flight, it would be worth sending off. This is a totemic point of policy and something that the government really wants to get going now to banish the naysayers, to do down the critics and to say, well, this is actually a scheme that can work even if it's just one individual. Now, we know that it's probably going to be in single figures, the number on this flight. We don't know quite the number yet because there are all of these individual challenges that are taking place. Yesterday, the government had a victory in court, which was the plane itself is allowed to take off. But it's not just whether the plane goes. Each individual on that flight has their own legal case, their own legal battle and their own legal representation. At every corner of this policy, at every twist, at every turn, there's been fierce opposition from the legal profession. And so I think the government may well see, even though it's fairly farcical to send one individual on a plane halfway around the world, the government might in a funny way see it as a sort of victory that at least they can get the beginning of this policy going.